Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book.
Hello, book.
Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Oh, it's so cute. Okay, maybe I should make it louder. Actually, sound is a mystery. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died, and it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. Oh, it feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Aww. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend.
Rollo.
He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your grain answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave.
Ooh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. I already love this art style. It's so pretty.
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
So cute. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rollo. Okay. Oh, I love this art style.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines.
I assume so.
They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing.
Ooh.
Some of them can be found in this very house.
Some. So there's like multiple of them. I see ya.
Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
This place is so pretty! Like a random... That's such a random thing, but I love those little, like, secluded areas with the stairs in houses. Like this little area with the stairs leading to it. It's so nice for some reason. I don't know why. I just really enjoy the aesthetic of it. Ponder. Thank you. So I get charms for, like, certain actions, I suppose.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Grandmothers always either go for very, very warm houses or very cold houses. There's, like, no in between, dude. I don't know how that works.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
Oh, Luca.
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
Understandable. Baby.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Aww. God, this art style reminds me of one of my friends, like, so badly.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
I changed my sweater! I changed my sweater! Oh my god, that's adorable.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Aww. I love this.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Junk. Thank you. Appreciated. Oh no.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
Every grandma has it too. What's with that? Like the one, like, full of, not cutlery, but like, well, dishes is not exactly the perfect word for it, but I forgot. Just like of plates and beautiful ceramics and stuff.
Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word.
Oh no, that's the choices.
Step forth, dear reader.
I shall.
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother.
Oh,
She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. On the other hand,
no.
I suppose there's no reason to rush things. Gran will be waiting when you return.
I don't want to leave.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
Alright. I mean, oh yeah, because that's Grandma. Did I explore everything? Also, why is the refrigerator like... I think I saw everything. Yeah. Why is the refrigerator running? And why is it so loud? Oh. Oh. God, it's so loud outside. I have no idea if I can hear it. I don't think so. I don't see it on like the... Oh. I can... Wait, I can jump? So cute! Okay. A useful skill. But I don't see it on the audio thingy, but...
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
I don't think you need a beginner's guide, honestly. This garden is so pretty. Hey Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? No, oh, nowhere
The
special.
less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We were just gonna go Oh. Oh, that's what they're for. Oh, that's so cute. We're gonna chill.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
Best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything.
That's so
I think
fun.
it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
The Chronicle. What is it?
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches.
I can go back? Wait, no way.
Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate.
One and only.
It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
A grand jury. We were gonna ponder.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you guys... what are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know... Big stuff. Small stuff. Medium. Mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. I see. That's adorable.
We were just gonna go hide for the day.
Hide.
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Usually. Yeah, I guess Rolo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure you boys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
All's well that ends well?
I guess so. I mean... So this one doesn't change much, right? But I guess I will just stick to... chillin'.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
That's adorable, though.
Easy.
Easy. What else do we have? We have junk and tickle. Oh, and Luca. You and Rollo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. So cute. Let's go. Little... That's so cute. Come on, come on. Woo! Dang it, Rollo.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary. The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Fair enough. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines.
Hi.
For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Mysterious. Hey, Mr. Care. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine Fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now. When I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I couldn't keep Rollo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luca. I've gotta go back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Oh no. The left side's a little low. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Major Valen... Ugh.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing, keep at it. Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Von Horn. Thank you. So many people! Oh. Wow, I'm so cool. I didn't get a charm for that, though. Sag. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Bah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. Till Perennial Harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yup. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be a freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. Aw. Mr. Von Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at perennial
He
harvest.
pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we are going to be on the first name basis, then you can call me Pete. Ooh, and oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be a part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Haha. Changing the world is intense. So, what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah. Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest for your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Old Pickler's Pond. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown. Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
How is tickle a bait? What? Sorry?
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Is that like a choice already? Okay. Why did I... Shit.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good
Oh.
for skimming the surface.
I I guess. Give it a good cast now. Oh, it's the the same mechanic as Spiritfarer. I'm a pro now. A ducky. Well, I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told ya it'd turn up. Haha.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
God, it's so loud outside. But I don't want to close the windows. I'm gonna die of heat. Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boat at least has a sock to keep it company. Oh. Can you still do it?
Good for skimming the.
Or does it... will it not do anything? It literally has a check mark. Like, I don't know. Okay. Looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? But that's gonna make me come back to the present, isn't it? Hello!
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Oh, it looks so fun. Aww. Oh, and the art style really makes me so happy.
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Aww.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Fair enough. What? Oh. There's an outside.
Satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree. While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Cool. I mean, but like, tuning into trucker frequency must be so funny. Like, they talk fun stuff on there, as far as I know. Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. It just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop starter deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around at this decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go! Are you okay? I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Sure. Last Chance Diner. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You'll be safe now. Sure. It's not like my only mission right now is get into trouble. Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning, correct? And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey, Zariel. Hey, Luca. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you to... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow, you're really setting the kid up for success. I wonder if the jumping is for something or if I just can, because it's fun.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Beacon. Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard about any news. Any news about news? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal. Oh. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm in our
What do you mean, one?
Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up. I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rollo? So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rollo? Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also, couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the fall harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with the Hank Atomics shrinker ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles.
No!
Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little... Uh-oh, no, that sounds like a terrible idea.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer, the sun's shining, and you just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Aw, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! Investigated alone. No! So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? No? Cool, 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 cool. So, wait, the thing is... So we can find more charms, like, later on and then change the tree? Like, when we get more? That's crazy. Why did I say it like that? But that's such a fun mechanic. Like, truly. Oh god, there's a lot to explore. Hey, Dawn. Sorry to wake you. Ah, no problem. It comes with the job.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
What's up? Rollo said he saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things seem to be quiet in town today. Yep, everyone is preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then? Catch you then. Oh, and Luca? I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. I'm still keeping my ears up. I miss doing voices for stuff. I guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. My jaw hurts. I didn't talk today, and talking a lot now is like... death. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. Sharper Valentine.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Yeah. Indulgent. Oh, is that what we can use with Roxy? Maybe. No. Oh, that's big. It says no touching. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream going? How's the ice cream gig going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out, and I'm in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver is not at his grocery stand? He's preparing for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. Hey, Bert. Hi, Luca. I'm doing some fact-checking for the town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. But did you know, when the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens, and they all worked for a mining company. And there was only one dirt road leading to town. And there still is only one road leading to town. Oh, right. So I guess I have to go alone and then try going back? Maybe? I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but like I'm excited. I knew it was like a choose your own adventure, but I had no idea that you were going back. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Hey.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Hardware stores take care of tractors? Looks like their library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Deals. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Ew. Gotcha. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Ew.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Well, sure. Bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into the Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it. Oop. Okay, so I can go into the forest in here.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
So, like, literally just crops died all at once.
The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
So pretty. Can I not get anything here? Really? Maybe I have to come back here later or something. The nature of this is so pretty. Everything is so pretty. Was there anything back? I don't think so. Let me see.
Luca knew that if he gave up now, he'd never hear the end of it from Rollo.
Okay. I'm coming.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign
The
new?
fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Oh, so what would Rollo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. Okay, but there's like a hole. Huh? Oh. Oh, I have items.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
You think that's gonna... Like, that's the answer? To destroy the light bulbs? That's 2!
1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on
There's
here?
only one way to find out.
Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in here.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper.
The
Footsteps.
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door.
Oh, into the green light. This story is about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point.
That's
Now,
nice.
Let's try something different.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Susie was to be a little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Wow. She'll kill me next time she sees me. Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited sometimes.
Simon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? To keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. Mm-hmm. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Like Valentine family has issues.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Was that why they were leaving? Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Oh. Yay, we're not talking to him. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win! Little help? I am the champion. We were racing? Did the road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from a second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Whoa, you're a genius. Thank you. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress. That's a very...
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
It's not a very good electric fence if it, like, breaks after you touch it once. Check it out! Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing that 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome! Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this portal! That's not normal. And this hose! Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Yes? Graceful. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Okay, so you read me. This is Hank Atomic, ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that? Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. I'm sorry? Like, that straight up looks like a body.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me it's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I am not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? No. I am beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, whole ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. That's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away.
I'm sorry, but the idea of pressing your ear to the dumpster wall is terrifying to me. I mean, they are sitting in a dumpster. I know that. That is all, like... I don't know if my stomach could handle it, honestly.
15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow.
He's covered in trash. I'm sorry.
Chapter 3.
But like, God, I knew this game had like mystery stuff in it, but I didn't expect it to get to it so fast. Also, you see his ears. How is that? Is that entertainment? Is that cat content?
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. I can't see with you like this. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Folks. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Well, that was strange. So, like, I'm definitely leaving, aren't I? This garden is so pretty. Like, wow, I wish I could have a home like this at some point, but slim chances.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? I'm sorry for doing this all the time. A cat is obscuring my vision. Hello? Is anyone there? Oh. You have it still. Okay. Hello? Rolo, is that you? Over? It was strange. I wonder if it said something because it was Morse code, but I haven't brushed up on my Morse code for a while, so I'm not sure. Wait, was that... Did someone... Yeah, that's someone knocking on the door. I don't like that, actually. I hate it. Is the narrator gonna say anything about this, or...? I mean, I guess I gotta. Oh, hey, Roxy. Is this about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I am going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
His mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Where's our friend? Rolo? Where are you? Yep, so I'm immediately leaving the house. Fair enough. Oh, the shit has not yet reached its entire potential. That's cool. So where's the library? I was there. Oh, it was this place. Okay. It's really pretty. Achoo. Why are you looking at me like this? Baby. Hey Bert, have you seen Rollo? Nope. Although I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Oh my god, Arby is looking at Luca, like running around, like observing him. Oh, it's so cute. Howdy, Luca. God, I see nothing. Baby. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines, I get it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me, look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. God, you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions? You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. I like the name Lumi. Like, it's nice. Ugh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. She's probably talking about like something happening in the game, actually. What's this about a missing child? Oh, she's so pretty. I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling her daughter, Beck, that... Now where did she run off to? Are they together? Le Barbie!
Kato volunteered at the library during the
Kato!
summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject. making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge.
I love people like that. They talk like of the most random things ever.
If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Yeah. Hey,
Kato
Kato.
was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
What's melitology? What is that? I want to know. A branch of entomology concerning the scientific study of bees. Okay. Ahem. Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Go back? Just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I really ruined out. Well, I'm really running out of the books I haven't read yet. So now it's onto the wonderful world of bees. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are 2 queen bees in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. Yeah, I knew that one. Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. I'll see him when you'll be... If I see him, you'll be the first to know.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof. True. God.
Mycological phosphorescence.
Ugh. More like my complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Nerd. Cool. Hey, Jace? Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him you meet me where... Tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet. Cute. So where do I go now? Hi, I like you. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh no, that's not a person I know. I thought that was the Valentine kid. Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. Pretty. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca von Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
We moved often,
Oh, that's back.
giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
God, that's like the worst. That's the worst way of raising a child, I would say. Because a kid needs, like, connections, you know? To grow. I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing. I guess so? Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kinda like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Oh, she's coming with me. It got silent. Uh-oh. Scary. Oh. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep eye out for him, would ya? Of course. Oh, wait, that was something.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. There's no bees? That seems suspicious.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and the Valentines shuddered off.
Yeah, okay. I saw that. Still nothing here? Whose home is this anyway? Like right next to Valentine's? Oh. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Oh, that's a way.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
Huh?
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
So, like, is that what happened with the harvest? They tried to enhance it and then it totally messed up the crops? Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yep. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dude? Or dud. Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First, his pops croaked. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Wow, she's an asshole.
Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
Oh, Iggy is a boy, okay.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, Dad.
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach. Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. You jerk! My clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. This gonna be like an ending already? Isn't his face like gonna die? Clearly. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
At the warehouse, this strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Okay, but that's like not gonna be a good thing, right? I mean, that's not the end of this path, I guess. I mean, let's see it to the end, I suppose, but that's scary. Ugh. Oh, there's an ooze on the ground. Okay, fair enough. I'm really glad it doesn't, like, let me go in it, because I would totally step on it by accident. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Hello there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I am starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Well, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on back. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Glanced toward Luca.
I guess all is well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? I wonder if I got all the charms that I was supposed to have at this point, or if I, like, missed any. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Ugh, it got so quiet again. Gran, Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Damn, that's not a good dream.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo.
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Oh, it is Rollo. Luca. Rollo, is that you? Luca. There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
His voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The men in the hazmat suit? It took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Her? No, trust. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
His voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. I wonder if you can actually, like, figure out what is said here, like, by the number of letters. You need to the treehouse. The treehouse.
That, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Well, you're a genius.
Grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted
I doubt.
to the treehouse.
Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Gotcha.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while the danger persists. Refuse. Hiram. You just keep your wits about you.
Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! God! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been in there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seemed organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out of the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Bye. Okay, let's get to the treehouse. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. They didn't, like, see me or something? I better hurry up to the treehouse. Oh yeah, it was up there. Yeah. Wait. So, this sign they tampered with? Maybe?
Luca tied a small magnet to the line.
A magnet?
Fishing with the law of attraction.
It's interesting that I can come here with, like, new charms, too. That's a key. Where do you think the lock is for this key? Now, why would we want to find that? Because then we would know the secret. That's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now, the key could unlock anything. Cool.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Line and sinker. Ooh, a message. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Let's leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Okay, so maybe not a message. No, can I go back?
Luca placed his sometime.
Ooh. There's light in there. Wait, is anything out here interesting to me? There's a... Is that a dog? I think so. Oops. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
He stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
He reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca. The treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in these arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh god. Hello, Mr. Von Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
MCDC?
Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
No, not you. Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Her smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
His grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Lucas'
Oh,
mind
shit.
raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Okay, I guess this is the only option.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
What's in the... Hey, Mr.
Luca
Kerr.
summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
What?
As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Dude, what is going on in this town? Why is it so easy to die?
Escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Uh-huh. Okay, so the only... Ooh. I mean, this was the story of struggle. It's not gonna change much, I think. This is a story of struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Oh shit.
Everything's fine.
Is it?
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. What's Granny up to? Oh, it's baby! Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay. I love the animation. Okay, sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at the mission control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Wait, what's your step? Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Stop. He is so ready to break another card. I only have this one now, the destroyer. Don't touch that. Okay. You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Why did I make that sound? Can't talk to you? Nope. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune. Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the
Mr.
problem?
Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. So it was over.
Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe not. Try me.
Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse.
Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse, but empty hives don't stay empty for long.
Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly.
So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet.
No spoilers, please.
It's awesome. It's a flashback.
No spoilers, please.
We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes. Hank Atomic, man of space justice.
Jace, no spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is, you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace. Catch you later.
Roger that, Space Cadet. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Jennifer drops those off herself. Oh my god, dude, you're so annoying. I guess she's busy today.
Luca handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Well, I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. Ew. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. I really don't like him. Like, I get he likes our granny, but still. Meh. Oh yeah, this. I forgot this was a road we can go to. Hey, Dawn.
Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet?
New kid?
Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Care and Perennial Harvest. And the other one is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. perennial harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. I mean, you just have, like, old times accounted for, you know? If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Von Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
Forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Oh, I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Telly lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Oh. We got another flashback. That's fun. I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. It's so sad, but also such a good detail that, like, Luca's parents are turned back from the camera in the flashbacks, just because, you know, it's so sad and good at the same time. Hiya, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rollo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Oh, that's so funny. Tender and indulgent. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, putting a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Cold cuts. What are cold cuts? Is that a cold cut? I mean, I guess so. Chill. What is this? Oh, it just says succulent. Do you literally mean like a... Okay, then. There you go. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Gadzooks. They've shrunk the waitstaff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah. And top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus. The heart wants what it wants. So we are really making with those. It's interesting. Here you go. Enjoy your meal. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Now that's a burger with bite. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Aww. Oh, we're not gonna be back. Can I do anything? No. Okay. Okay, but I'm not sure where the place is... Where Mrs. Fratelli is. Right, no, wait. No, Mr. Tolliver. I'm not sure... where he...
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yes, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to
He
me.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. This is my last delivery. Can I just leave the basket here with you? Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Becca! Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell ya you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Oh, do we not know her in this timeline? What just happened? Well, I don't think we know her. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? get this, his favorite pizza topping is in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca.
Beck. No, Becca. Beck.
The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca von Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Alona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want to this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I've actually already asked him, and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to the big mansion place. That's their place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Meet back at this big, creepy gate. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up. Oh, the festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana.
But those are both garbage.
Exactly.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That is strange. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back.
That creepy little kid in the vest?
That sounds like the one.
So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that.
Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves.
So it's empty and boring?
Pretty much.
What a waste.
My mom says that it used to be way busier back when back before Sharper died. Before the Foul Harvest.
Okay, that's like 5th time someone mentioned this Foul Harvest thing. And you will use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore.
This way.
Of course, she's new. She doesn't know about the foul harvest. I also want to know about it more, because, like, we know nothing. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Oh.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself.
Where do you live?
Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river.
Your grandma? Where are your parents at?
Beck, manners.
My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back.
Oh dear.
My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza?
Oh, it was good.
Very good.
Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite.
I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines?
You were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Oh no, that's so sketchy. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture, and do something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants.
Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best.
And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't...
Slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo
Luca
soon.
glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going.
Oh? I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac.
Yes, almanacs aren't that useful around
Luca
here.
wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck.
Wait up.
I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... Clouds begin to break? What do you mean? I mean, is clouds breaking like a way of saying it started raining, or... I don't know.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold.
God, it's so... so loud.
Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach her gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum? Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47
Luca
days.
wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do? When you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I've figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here.
What are you doing?
I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town.
Whoa. Let me try.
Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Ugh.
Voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that.
Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again.
Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue.
I like Beck a
The
lot.
smell of wet
She's
things.
cool.
Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Hi. Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead?
You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament.
Peculiar how?
He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions.
Like what?
The documents stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer.
Solomon?
Bingo.
So Eris was forced to take care of him?
Yep. Or she would have lost everything.
Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid?
Rumors has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats.
That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out?
A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca.
Okay. Why is this glowing? I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta go to the treehouse. I love the night aesthetic. Excuse me, what are you doing?
Just locking up for the night, sir.
Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy. Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Damn. Fucked up. Can I go there or no? Do I have any new bait for this place? Yeah, I have pungent.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Okay, thank you. I wonder if it leads to anything. Rollo, are you up here? Are you still up there? A roll-up window? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
I had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my friend abandoned me for no reason. I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know? While I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word, because that's what friends do. Oh, wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this. If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
His tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around. You're not a good friend, dude.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line, but it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Shit. Dang it, is your only, like, response to you fucking up so badly? Really? Also, why are there two beds? Did I miss something?
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rollo, what a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. I just wonder if there's an achievement for doing this. Maybe not. Oh wait, was that the grandma's bed? I think we talked about it in the beginning of the game. Maybe. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Oh no!
Gran
Luca?
cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Hey, V. I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Yeah, because he doesn't like being around people. If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. So I'm staying here?
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So, your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. What does that mean? Do I... Oh. Okay, nice.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often.
Aw.
Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Meg Modwell. She said you met her yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seemed nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I leave dinner on the kitchen table. in case you want a bite before
Without
bedtime.
realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture.
Source.
In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
Oh.
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him.
Oh.
Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled.
I love those, because those are Luca's dreams, right? I love those.
I tried to help once.
They're so interesting.
He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
By the way, like her design is amazing. How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you each say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. It was just mad. Did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog.
That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. I love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through Thick and Thin.
I wonder, like... Okay, it's saved right now. So, that's gonna be it for today. It's super fun. I didn't expect this game to be this, but I'm very pleasantly surprised. Anyway, I'm still super happy to have picked up this game. Bye-bye. I hope we see each other soon.